Alright, we're going to go straight into the action because it looks like as I was setting up the stream, they have decided to get going with the battle. So let us see what is going on. Hello and welcome. My name is SuprEvilPoptarts and with me is Takun the Fail Kitteh, and we have a friendly match here to cap off our Battlefield weekend. And it is BSR5 versus OGF. And the mode is Frontlines, and it looks like the match has really gone to the end, and it looks like BSR5 has pushed OGF all the way back to their last defensive points, and they now BSR5 will need to cap off the telephones with bombs and blow them up in order to take the match. And OGF needs to bleed 18 tickets to push back onto the points. I have the lineups with me right now, but I will have to wait until I have a chance to breathe and get what I'm supposed to be here. So yes, that is indeed OGF over there on the defensive, and this is BSR5 on the attack. Again, apologies, I had to set up the stream. Dragon King Soup was supposed to commentate, but he was brought in off the bench to help BSR5. So it looks like OGF is spread out rather well here for the defense. They have a bunch of men back here in the building, spread out with a nice cover. See what BSR5 is planning. King Duggar is in that tank, shelling probably the cover to shake either the defenders out or give them less cover. Very good tactic to use. I am looking. Where is the rest of the team? See a couple spread out here. I don't think they are on my... See, that's King Duggar. I know he's there, but... There's Dark Halo. She was in yesterday's match, as long as with King Duggar. Let's take a bigger look here. Are they still setting up? It looks like the teams might be still setting up, because that is not a lot of players there on BSR5's. Yeah, I believe they're still setting up. So we will go with that right now, that they are still setting up. Oh my. Not the cheesery. So why we wait until there's an actual setup? Yeah, I believe they're setting up because the Ace Chicken Wings has left the server. I will give you today's lineups. So we have our squad leaders, and they are Ganja Slayer, Notorious PAT, Rumple Foreskin, and Rotting Tongues. So for the defense squad, we have Jimmy Slayer, Nizam, Rotten Tongues, who is the squad leader, and wait, no, I think that's yesterday's. Okay, hold on here. I am looking, because that looks like that was sent today. that looks like yesterday's. I'm going to look through these squads here. So I will give you the squad setup as I see them here. We have Rumple Foreskin with They Come A-Rollin' and Prime Assassin along with Broken Souls. We also have a Ganja Slayer with King Duggars in Calaxis and Dragon King Soup. On here we have Notorious PAT and that is a new Grandma's Daddy and Boji. And Rotten Tongues, Nizam, Dark Halo, and Jimmy Slayer. They are missing one other person. And it looks like they're setting up, I think it's Ace Chicken Wings was supposed to be in that squad. He might have some issues getting into the server. So again, it is Frontlines is the mode. And today's match is brought to you by our new advertisers, are Takun the Fail Kitty's Humane Pest Control. She will teach you the circle of life with grenades. Again, welcome. My name is SuprEvilPoptarts, and I will be commentating again along with Takun the Fail Kitty, who will be taking care of our executive producer, who will also be taking care of our technical issues. So we had a very busy weekend. It has been the Battlefield Battles weekend. Friday we had BSR5 going up against EOC. Yesterday it was a rematch of BSR5 versus Law, and today we have BSR5 versus OGF. To give you a rundown, the EOC match, BSR5 lost that one. It was a tough match. They did gave them their best. Yesterday's match versus Law was a rematch, and it was a draw. They drew the first match. They lost the second match, and it was a bit of a switcheroo on Law's part, where they pulled out a map that BSR5 had not been able to practice for the whole week for the match upcoming, and BSR5 gave it the best they could. There were some very good moments, given that they were not prepared for that particular map. And today it is against OGF, and I will attempt to pronounce their names if I can see them. I have bad eyesight. So let's see here. We got on the OGF side, we have Nekfarek. Then oh wait, you know what? It looks like we switched it around. So hold on, they are dealing with EA's wonderfully implemented balancing system, and I say that with total sarcasm. It just spends more time for both teams to try to get set up and be able to actually get on the match, even though they have created their own server in order to do so. There should be a way of disabling that particular option in the games for when you have two teams that have trying to set up a match, because it just takes away from time from the match and so many good moments that can be had in Battlefield 1 game. So I am going to do some more setup. Ladies and gentlemen, please hang in with me. I was expecting to have Dragon King Soup here with me. And do not mind the echo. I am just getting another pane here for anyone who wishes to send some chats into the chat pane. And hopefully I will see that they are there and I will acknowledge them. It should be a good match and a great way to cap off this weekend here, as our PR man, Emo McGillicuddy, is letting out the tweet to let them know that the match is about to start. Oh, it looks like the match is starting. Emo McGillicuddy is going to have to wait. We are getting right down into it. So, again, the teams are going to be rushing to seed. That is the first point of business, and they got there very fast. It takes about maybe 16 to 15 seconds. And, oh, it is a good one. We have here to our left, it is Hotel California, and on the right is Hotel Artemis. So when I call them out, you will know which side is which. So who do we got here? We have BSR5. It looks like they're trying to take over Hotel California, and oh, the rockets are blaring into there, getting rid of that cover. Yesterday, Dragons King Soup's squad was on the defense, and they pretty much set up shop there, but now they have less cover. C is slightly in favor of OGF right now at this point. And OGF has a tank. Let us get a little bit of a look-see here. Looks like Rumpel is trying to get into the rear flank to possibly take out that tank. Oh, he has gone down. He has gone down. And that tank is planting itself down in the canal on C. That is going to be hard to shake. If anyone's running support squad, anti-tank grenades would be a nice place to throw them out. Takun Kitteh would love you for that. And C has been taken over by OGF, and BSR5 needs to fall back, and they will probably be point, I am guessing, B. I will say they will be B. Nope, this is D. This is probably going to be D. And we have Dragon King, Nizam, and Rotten Tongues falling back and setting up into the square. I hear them bashing over those windows. Grandma's daddy is all the way back here. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's taking a couple pop shots. Dragon King in the cable car. Yes, it is D. D, it is Piccadilly Square, I believe. Yes. OGF is on the left flank, shooting down into the square. And they're using a tactic that Law used going through the back alleys of the center building here. It worked pretty well for Law a couple of times, but they never were able to push BSR5 off D point and further back. D is in BSR5's favor right now. They need to get more people into that burn zone and shake some of OGF's men off. Can they push them back? And that will be a yes. They will push them back to the starting point, back to Hotel Artemis and Hotel California. Such a lovely place. OGF is lagging behind, and we got BSR5 already taking up spots in Hotel California. And who do we got here in Hotel Artemis? That is Prime Assassin taking the over there near the bridge side. Rotting Tongues looks like setting up in the middle in the communal area. OGF taking a while to get down here to set up. And C is active and is slightly in favor right now of BSR5. Let's get a look-see. We'll go to Butter. Let's see what King Duggar is doing. He is shooting down the street, probably getting some suppression fire in. Pointing out enemy fighters. Throwing down suppression fire. Interesting tactic. Ganja Slayer has pointed out an order, and that order is to defend. That gives them bonus points if we were to come down to bonus points. And there we go. Nice kill by Googer. Oh, he's been taken out. And here we are inside the building. That is Rotting Tongues, Dark Halo, Nizam, and Jimmy Slayer. And I see Rumpelforeskin is coming up there. They're defending this area. I see OGF5 just spawned a whole squad in the room next door to them. Can they shake him out? Oh, it looks like they've been taken out. Ron Tongues still up. Oh, he's been shivved. Oh, someone just Wilhelmed off the building. Okay, Boji looks like he is coming into Hotel California along with Dark Halo. There is Ace Chicken Wings. He's going in there. Bok bok, motherfuckers! Oh, he's been taken down. He's been turned into nuggets. Okay, BSR5 setting up there in Hotel Artemis. Pretty well then there. And OGF had a tank. I was going to say they have a tank. That will be had a tank. Looks like someone in Hotel California said no. So the quarterback is toast. OGF looks like they're trying to regroup and get them back in here. See, point is in BSR5's hands. As long as they can shake some of OGF out and keep more men in the burn zone, they can get that point and push OGF back. Looks like OGF has another tank. But C point is almost in BSR5's hands. Just a little bit more and they'll have that point and they will push them back. And they indeed will push back. We are going to point B. Point B. In the triangle square over here. Alright, have Rotten Tongues, Nizam in Dark Halo. Already in the area. Taking up shop in one of the buildings. That would probably put the scores at 2-2. 2 flag captures to 2 flag captures. So far, it is all tied up. Objective is live, and BSR5 is taking the early nudging of taking that point. Here comes OGF down the alleyway. But we have BSR5 are in those buildings shooting down. Can they... Good spots of taking care of people on the ground. Who do we have down here? It looks like King Duggar and Jimmy Slayer. We are going to go with a look here on Jimmy. He's got some dynamite. Oh boy, he's going to be using that dynamite against that tank. Oh, he's been taken out, but I think the tank went with him. They've taken point B. No, he did not take the tank out. Tank is still up, but it doesn't matter. BSR5 has pushed back OGF to point A. And this is going to be a very difficult position to take. It could be a defender's position. It is going to be a lot of close combat fighting. BSR5 already coming through the buildings, getting some early action before the point goes live. We are going to need to get a POV down there once that thing goes live and the action really takes off. And objective is live. Early, it is slightly in the favor of OGF at this point, but there is a lot of people down there. Let's go with Team Bitch Slap. BSR5 is now starting to take slight possession of the point. Oh, and he's been taken down. Let's go to someone else here. Watching those corners. Very good. Oh, there's a tank. But that tank's probably not going to be much of an issue, considering that you need to get men down here. You're down here in the thick of it, and it's BSR5 is taking possession of the point. As you can see, it is very, very, very chaotic down there. Dark Halo getting men up. Make sure that they have feet down there and they've been taken out. Let's go back to more of a eye in the sky position here. And BSR5 now has a tank. It's going to be tank on tank battle. And it's Ganja Slayer. Ganja Slayer is great with a tank. Get that man behind the wheel of one, and he could do a lot of shit here. Let us see if he can take his opposite. No, he's going to ignore that and take out the men instead. Just a leisurely drive down the alleyways of, I believe this is London. Is he looping around to take out his opposite? That looks like what he's got planned. There he goes. Tank on tank battle. Uh-oh, they're throwing some anti-tank grenades down there probably. That looks like a couple support, but he's taking out those men in the support that he had, that tank has. Probably took out a mechanic or two. And he took out the tank! Nice! Let's go back to the point. The battles have got to be intense over here. We have BSR5 has got more men right now currently trying to take possession of A and push back OGF to their last lines of defense, where they will then need to plant bombs on their telephones and take them out while dealing with artillery barrage from OGF. Getting close, getting close. Let's go to someone else here. Let's go to Ace Chicken Wings. Where is he at? Looks like he is outside the peripheral trying to take out men from coming in. Look at that. Bok, bok, bok! Triple! And there we go. They have gotten... I am stuck in the building. They've got them down, and we have to the last two objectives. Looks like Prime Assassin and Grandma's Daddy. Are we going to get an early plant? Someone's bayonet charging. And there we go. We have an early plant by Rotten Tongues. He is defending that point to make sure they do not get the defuse. He's got a good spot to sit. Oh, he's been taken out. Looks like they're going to get the defuse. Yes, that is going to be a defuse. Now, OGF will have to bleed 28 tickets in order to push back on the points. There's some internally fire coming in. Didn't look like it shaked anyone out of BSR5, but did take a lot of cover out. That might come back to haunt OGF. BSR5 rushing, looks like point A.
Enemy coordinates have been sent to our artillery.
Another barrage coming down. Where's that going to land? Not very effective. And it looks like we have a plan here going A. BSR5 need to consolidate some men around there to make sure they can defend that point.
The enemy has armed objective apples.
Let's see if I can get a bird's eye view down in there.
Enemy coordinates have been sent to our artillery.
Oh boy, that is intense. That is artillery fire. As you can see, Rotting Tongue has pointed out to defend the point. Looks like they're going to get it. There's a tank coming in here. But A might be going bye-bye. Goodbye.
Defend this objective.
We have lost objective.
The order has been given. There's BSR5's objective. Rotting Tongue's taking down the position. His job is to shoot people. What a novel concept. And it looks like we have a plant. I believe that's Jimmy's team.
The enemy has armed objective butter.
Let's go over here. We are with Calaxis.
First aid, use it.
Playing a medic. It looks like this might be all they wrote. Mushy mushy. No one home. And there we go. BSR5 with the win. Nice 4-1 capture and all 3 bombs. 3 bombs placed and a completion of that map. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a fine match. Let's see, who were the big killers for each team? For OGF, that looks like that goes to... We'll go to Gur, Special CED. Just beat out Gressok. And on the BSR5 team, who came out on top? That looks like it's going to go to Grandma's Daddy. Oh, wait, nope. Yes, I will have to go with Grandma's Daddy. He had less deaths than Rumpel did. Actually, no. Prime Assassin, I apologize. Prime Assassin with 2 less deaths and 3 more kills. So, let's see. It's going to start in 9. So I'm going to try to give you the lineups of today's match when we switch over to another map and I can go squad by squad. Okay, alright, so they've switched. It looks like they've kept the colors. So here we go on Squad Apples. We have Jimmy Slayer, squad leader, with King Duggar and Calaxis and Dragon King Soup. On Butter, we have Alpone 38. What? Okay, okay, they're going to be getting them all together again. So we will have to wait until the squads are all and the teams are all straightened out. And that Matt's match was brought to you by Lone Shark IPA for that great taste that won't break your legs. Lone Shark IPA. Again, my name is SuprEvilPoptarts, and today is BSR5 versus OGF on a friendly match with the mode being Frontlines. And BSR5 won the last match quite convincingly, and they're up 1-0. As you can see, the teams are trying to straighten themselves out. I am also trying to do some media work at the same time as I am flying solo. Dragon King Soup was going to be my co-commentator, but he needed to heed the call of duty for BSR5 and come off the bench, or quite literally the commentary booth, and get down there in the mud with the rest of the boys and girls. So if you apologize the moments of silence. I need to do my media work at the same time. I hope you are enjoying this whole weekend, regardless of where you are at. It has been matches all weekend here on Space Canada TV. BSR5 is so far one loss and one draw. Hopefully they can come out 500 with this match. They are off to a good start. And it looks like they might be getting that match going. Alright, they are setting it up again. Alright, my media work is done and everything has been tweeted out, and I have one last little bit and then I can concentrate fully on the match ahead. Alright, it's all been done. So let's make sure they are getting their squads in order here. Nothing interesting going on the Facebook or the inner tubes at this point. If you've been watching E3, so far I believe, Microsoft has already done their their bit of the show. Bethesda, I think, is today. Um, Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it is going to be Sony's conference, and I believe the Switch is on Tuesday. I didn't quite get to really check too much into who's doing what, but you can probably find them whether on the YouTubes for at least the Microsoft show. I haven't seen it myself. I do not own an Xbone. Microsoft kind of tweaked me off when they first revealed the Xbone and what they were going to do, and I never went back, which is sad because I enjoyed my 360. We are just waiting for them to straighten out, and looks like they're getting that done here. Let's see here. Okay, gonna look. All right, it looks like the teams are all set up. It looks like OGF is just trying to get men in the squads they're supposed to be in. But again, we have apples, rotting tongues. Might want to switch some warm water and salt, and might be able to help you there. We have Nism, Dark Halo, and Jimmy Slayer. Watch out, Jimmys. You're in trouble. And we also have the notorious PIT, especially when it bounces off the uprights. Grandma's daddy, not your grandpappy's mommy. Ace Chicken Wing, Bok Bok Motherfucker, and Boji. They are going to add it, but I'm going to give out these lineups. We have Rumple Foreskin, not Five Skin. They come a rolling. Prime Assassin, and Broken Souls, and Ganja Slayer with King Duggar, Calaxis as they blare, and Dragon King Soup. Looks like they are missing. Well, it looks like they're off-centered here, so they are down a man. So let's go down to the action. I will try to give a rundown of OG's. Oh, B. Oh, they've already took C? I must have been sleeping, ladies and gentlemen. I am apologizing. But it looks like BSR5 has what was left of the church pretty on hand. They have a very neat technique on being able to take this point. They're not using it just yet. I will point that out when they are. And B is slipping a bit from their grasp. And here comes OGF from the right. Getting men in there. And that will slow down the capturing of that point a bit. A lot of smoke going on there, and that's going to limit the fighters down there in the thick of it. It looks like OGF is pushing the point backs a bit. A lot of smoke being thrown down there. OGF, this looks like they're spawning from over there onto the rear flank, I will call that. This is the front flank for now. And looks like BSR5 might have the point. And they do. So it looks like OGF had pushed BSR5 back. And we are going back to C point. We'll call this simply no man's land. There is a lot of cover here at all. So we are at 2. BSR5 is down 1 flag to 2. OGF is already back here at the point. We are just waiting for it to spawn. BSR5 looks like they have a flank that they are trying to develop on the left flank from my view. And A is live. A is live. And there's Boji coming up the middle, taking a bunch of men out. Can he? And he's taking more people out. Bow before Bowji. And he's still going at it. And the building comes around, and Boji is still going. Oh, we need to get into that. Is he still up? He is still up. Let's get a POV on Boji, who's just mowing people down. Looking for his next victim. He's got men in his sights, and he is mowing them down. Oh, he's been taken out. Where is the point? Did they take the point? They must have took... They did! BSR5 took the point. And they are coming again. They are 2 flags to 2 flags. If my math is correct, and it might not be correct. And there's some artillery 5 coming down. We have Grandma's daddy. I don't think he sees the man. Oh, he just caught him out of the side of his view. Taking it easy there. Oh, he's been taken out. Where is BSR5 going? It looks like they might be going for a point first.
The enemy has armed objective butter.
Let us go to someone else here for a POV. Let's go to Jimmy. Jimmy is very good at defending points. I don't think he saw that man, but he saw someone else to shoot. Oh, he got shot in the back. I do not see Dragon King Soup in here. Where is he at? It says there's 4 or 4, but I only see 3 people. Let's go with Calaxis here. Calaxis got a drop on a man. And another man.
We have lost objective butter.
Your wounds, I can fix them.
Yes, he can fix them. All it takes is a needle. It's historically accurate. Check it out. The inner tubes never lie. Nice. Very nice kill there. They have the points armed. There's Dragon King Soup. He was taking a little nap. Too much cuddling. Too much cuddling. Yes. Oh, look at that. Calaxis taking those men out on the corner. Nice. Getting a man up. Excellent. BSR5 in the lead. 2 wins to 0. Very well played match. It looks like that squad was Danaman and got squad of the match. All you have to do is just doff your hat to them and say, congratulations. Let's see, who were the big killers? That was a quick match here, so probably number's not going to be so big. We got Neck for Wreck over here on OGF. Looks like, well, I'm going to say it was going to go to tie with Neck for Rex in Spacraloria. If you want to do your math there, you could. I think it evens out. And it looks like for BSR5, again, I think it was going to be a tie with Prime Assassin and Boji. And we had a moment with Boji where he was mowing him down. So those are your top killers of the match for each team. A prime killers for each team there. I'm trying to name off everyone on OGF there, so please do not take any misgivings on me not being able to read down your lineups here. So I'm going to just try to read you guys all off before you guys start here. So here we go. So far we have your special CID as a squad leader. Then we have Neck for Wreck, who we just mentioned, who's a co-killer. Then we got Kinks 1990 BS. Then we have Nadja the Minion. It looks like Rocket. And on Butter here okay, that he doesn't belong there. And he doesn't belong, well, that guy belongs there. Those guys don't belong there. So they're trying to straighten this out here. So all those guys, I believe, are on OGF. That would be correct. They don't belong on, he doesn't belong to, that is Gondorf. Then we have Kleins 84, Alpone 38, Gressok, I believe we mentioned him in the first match, Capo 82, Spacaloria, Distorfer 678, Christ off small, and Gambit, but I don't think that's all their men, but I do know they were down a man in that last match. And we have an excessive man on one of theirs. Let's see here. Nope, that's Notorious, Grandma, and Chicken Wing. Rotting Tongues, okay, they are set up. That is their squad. That is their squad. They're good. They are good. It looks like we are down someone on Butter. I'm trying to do my math here. So that is 11. That's 12, 15, 9, 12, 15. So they are even when it comes to men on each side. Men and women. Because Dark Halo is a lady. And she is... We saw her. She was pretty good. Looks like we are spawning. That is Jimmy on the board. And he died. So we're still setting up. And that last match was brought to you by Craven Moorhead's Big Bug and Biscuits. Come grab you some. Especially with barbecue season here in the States officially starting up. Grab you some nice hot buns. And we are starting. I think these are pretty much the setups. We are going to be down, I think, in total, one man for each team, but they are even. And C is starting to slowly go into OGF's favor. There's not a lot of cover here, ladies and gentlemen, and still you start pushing into these small towns that are surrounding C. Looks like OGF is in the red now, and BSR5 is in the blue. Dragon King Soup is rushing up the middle, taking some cover around that small encampment there. Harrying them and falling back. Which unit is he on? Nope, that went to the wrong one. Get a POV on this. I cannot find him. Why can I not find him? There he is. Let's see what he's up to. The order has been given by Jimmy Slayer, their squad leader, to attack that position. OGF is in their possession currently. Dragon is running down, suppresses fire into the area. He looks like he is adding a nice amount of bullets, and he's making sure that tank is tip-top shape. Who is probably being driven by Ganja Slayer.
Grab that ammunition.
Oh, C is going. OGF has C in a pretty good situation here. Dragon is shooting into there. Look at that suppressor fire going in there, marking those targets. C is almost, OGF almost has it. And BSR5 is going to have to fall back.
Take an objective Charlie.
They have a horse. I think he just parked it inside the hotel. So let's go. Falling back. Oh, actually, no. BSR5 took that. I'm sorry, they switched colors. I apologize if I'm a bit off my game. I will. And the objective is almost ready to be spawned. And it is live. Here it goes.
Capture.
Objective D. BSR5 has been on a roll since match 1. We're going to have some building-to-building fighting here, ladies and gentlemen. And BSR5 is starting to take that point already. Almost halfway into their control. Looks like BSR5 has dialed it up to 11 today. I think that point is going to go handily into their column. And indeed it has. And OGF is going to have to fall back. I hear a tank. Where is that tank at? Someone is rolling something. Yep, there it is. There is a tank on OGF sides on the left flank. BSR5 is already down into these buildings for that point, and it is almost up. Looks like that tank is giving covering fire, shooting into the spawn of BSR5. But that's just holding one flank. And it looks like they probably have a mechanic over there making sure that that tank stays in tip-top shape. And it looks like the tank is rolling into the square. OGF is got control currently of the point. We have a horse. They got the horse right there. Its name is Paul Revere. And they're fighting over that objective. OGF needs to take that objective to push back BSR5. It looks like they are going after that tank. Yes, they are. It looks like BSR5 was trying to go after that tank. BSR5 now has control of the point, making sure they can secure it. You know what? I've always wanted to see what it looks like on a horse. Let's check out... Oh, Ganja, why do I do this? It's almost like I curse you guys when I go to POV. How about Notorious PIT here? Let's see what he's doing. He is medicing like no other. As you can see, they are trying to secure the point. He is off the point, searching for some people to take out. Wow, that man, he's going after him. Unfinished business. Cannot see what he's doing, though. He's getting shot at. And OGF has now got control of E. Become Roland is coming inside, along with Ace Chicken Wings. Ace has gone down, and so has they come rolling. Ron Tongue's over the top, up on the top of the ceiling. I mean, the roof, the roof. Oh. And I believe that is the tank shelling the city. OGF has numbers. There's Ganja Slayer with his tank. But it has gone down. They were on top of that. It looks like OGF might be pushing BSR5 back. And they do. Back to point D. Back to Moman's Land here. Right over here, as you can see it. It hasn't shown up yet. But Grandma's daddy is right there waiting. He's going to probably get some cover further back. Oh, no, he's going to the roof. I believe he's going to be sniping with Notorious PAT. Oh, you know what? I was way off. I am off my game, ladies and gentlemen. It is over here. It looks like an intense firefight down here in the town. Rotting Tongues and Dark Halo on top of there. And Dark Halo comes down and probably knifed that motherfucker. These chicken wings in there. He has this thing for sugar. He likes his sugar. Except he doesn't just borrow a cup. He takes the whole bag. And BSR5 is taking control of D. OGF is rushing into that point. And it looks like it's going back to the neutral position. They have a tank here. OGF5 has a tank. Not a cave troll, a tank. They're getting possession of D. They're trying to push back BSR5 to point C. They've got numbers in there. BSR5 doesn't have a lot of men around here. Now they do. We got a lot of people spawning on to their squads. BSR5 now is getting slight possession. Dragon took out that man that walked right by him. He's got a good point there. Oh, Dragon is down. Don't know what hit him. Notorious PIT says, "Get up, soldier." Affix bayonet and charge. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong game. That's wrong game. We still have that tank that's probably not taking this point any better. And now we have more numbers for BSR5. If they can survive the shelling of that tank. And there is a horse of a different color. Last time it was... Oh, it's back into OGF's favor here. Oh, wow. Dark Halo just murked that man. Oh. Ace Chicken Wings got a nice roost right there and he's shooting in at people. And it's back in... Nope, it's push and pull right here on D. Taurus PAT doing in there along with Ace Chicken Wings, shaking that man out. And there is another tank. There's a tank. Oh, it has been nuked. You have Rotten Tongues and Dark Halo staying on that roof, along with, looks like Ace Chicken Wing is down below. Rotten come down. He's going over the other here. Oh wait, that was Rotten, and there's Taurus PIT and Nism. Oh, Dark Halo went over the building. I got that mixed up. D though, OGF has more people in the burn zone, so they've got more control over that point. And OGF came in and wiped out the squad that was in there for BSR5. Prime Assassin coming in. Did not see the man behind him. It looks like OGF might get this point and push back to neutral and to C. Here comes a rush by BSR5. Just a tad late. We are going back to C point. Oh my god, I'm on fire. And OGF only has a horse running around the point at this time. Grandma's daddy puts it out of his misery. And yes, we were talking about the rider, not the horse, but the horse went with him anyway.
Objective Charlie.
Ace Chicken Wings on the point. Taking care of men, coming in, rushing. Oh, they caught him. But Notorious PID there to clean up. 10 says Ace Chicken Wings to get back up. Oh, grenades coming in. I hear that. Another horse again. Yes, there it is. BSR5 trying to take control of the point, but it looks like it's going back to neutral position. I hear another tank rumbling. Yep, OGF has another tank. And they've got numbers on that point. OGF putting up quite the show here on this map. Uh-oh. Tank is on fire. I think the tracks just went on it. Ace Chicken Wings coming in there to finish it off. And it's gone. That is going to slow the point down on the capture for OGF here, but they still have men in that area. BSR5 needs to shake them off and give a rush. And it looks like it's going back. Slightly lost possession there, and that it would signal it going back into the neutral position with BSR5 currently having slight control. There's a big rush coming there by OGF over that dune. Ganja Slayer's all by himself in that slight cover. And he's been taken out. OGF again with control right now currently of C. BSR5 has been camping up in the buildings across from it on the left flank from my view. It's been slow capture though for OGF here. Is BSR5 trying to, looks like they might be trying to set up a flank or pincer maneuver here. They're coming in there, big rush over there on that right flank. And they're taking men out. Dragon King Soup finishes that last man off. It looks like we're also, oh, no, we're not down. We're not down people here. Dragon King has been taken out. King Duggar been taken out. Oh, OGF with a counter assault. I think. I don't know. I might be pulling that one out somewhere from one of my pie holes. There's Jimmy Slayer. He says hi with his knife. See, still showing within control of OGF. They have a lot of men. Looks like they switched roles here. OGF is now taking over those light buildings on the right side of the flank of C. Oh, there goes Broken Souls. OGF looks like they might get a capture and push BSR5 back. And that looks like is what is going to happen. BSR5 needs to fall back now. I believe this is the first time they've been pushed back from the sea. BSR5 is... Looks like Grandma's daddy is doing some sniping here. Let us get a view of what he is trying to do. I gotta find him. There's Ganja Slayer. Okay, we have a look here on Grandma's daddy. The hell was that? Alright, we're on Grandma's daddy here. He is sniping. B is being pushed and pulled right now. Looks like he's going to go after that guy on a horse for now. There's a horse sitting back there just minding its own business. And Grandma's daddy has been taken out. Okay, Ace Chicken Wing just died as I went to him. How about Ganja? What are you doing, Ganja?
You see that? An enemy tank.
Ooh, a tank. Oh, come on, Ganja. Oh, I love going after tanks. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Orgasmic explosion. Oh. Oh, that felt good. Anyway. Okay, there we go. Horse view here with King Duggar. Oh, he's been taken out. I need to get on a man here. Alright, I am stuck in a building. Wow. Okay, there we go. OGF taking the point here. And they're going to push BSR5 back for the first time back to their spawn site. Oh no, that was B. This is A. I think this is the furthest OGF has pushed BSR5 back to. I hear a tank here. That is Ganja Slayer in the tank. King Duggar back on the horse. Back in the saddle again. Point is not up yet. The timer is going down for when it goes live. Teams are now jockeying for position. And the objective is live. BSR5 has first dibs. But there's a lot of men over there on OGF in that building in the burn zone. Ganja is coming up. He's taking out men. Oh, it looks like he is on fire. Dragon King Soup is probably going to go in there and probably do mechanical work. Nope, he's been taken down. OGF is on the point. BSR5 needs to push the men out. Let us get a POV. I know who I want to see. He is currently dead. We'll wait till he respawns. There he is. We are on Prime Assassin here. He is medicing. So you can see he's throwing out those medical pouches. And he's been taken out. Let's go to... They come a-rolling. He is on support. I believe he's on anti-tank. Or that is a frag. And he has been taken out. He's back up! Oh, look at him taking out those men. Nice. Watch out for that grenade! Oh, and he's been taken out by a grenade. But I think, no, he tried to get him up. Let's go to... Let's go to Notorious here. And every time I go to someone, they die! Rotting, where are you at? You're in a building. Nice takeout there. OGF trying to take that point. Looks like it's going back to the neutral position. Rotting Tongues is in there, keeping that from going faster into their control. Oh! Putting down the machine gun fire. And he's been taken out. And there's a lot of OGF on there, and they're taking A in their hands. BSR5 has been having problems right now. OGF putting up a hell of a fight on this third match. It looks like they're going to push BSR5 back to their last points. Yes, they are. BSR5 have to defend their telegraphs in the trenches and bleed 39 tickets. 10 minutes left in the match. 10 minutes. There's a horse over there on the right flank. I believe, did he take out the tank? No, it is still up and running. Ganja is still up there in that tank. We have OGF coming here on point A. But we have two guys over here. Who do we have? We have Broken Souls, and they come a-rolling. They are getting a plant on A, and it has been
The enemy has
armed. BSR5 has to hurry up and get their men there. They're out of position. They need to get that defuse. And they got the defuse.
We have defused objective apples. Enemy coordinates have been sent to our artillery.
Grandma's daddy watching B. It looks like BSR5 is putting their eggs in the basket on A, and they have got them down to 10 tickets. If they get them down to 0, they can push back and they can go back to point A. Now they've switched. They have more men here on B. OGF had that initial rush, and they are not pushing too much. It looks like they have something developing on the right flank here coming to B.
Have been sent to our artillery.
Artillery is coming down.
Coordinates have been sent to our artillery.
Where is that going to drop? All the way in the back. Can't say if that's effective or not. And they have pushed back. Back to A. Ganja looks like he is using heavy artillery to pepper them. OGF is already on the point.
Capture objective apples.
They have a lot of men on that point. BSR5 got 2 horses. As Ganja Slayer and Grandma's Daddy. Let's get a look here with Ganja. Straight in a tank for locomotion with 4 legs. He is looking in these buildings. He's gotten off a horse. He is on a search and destroy mission here.
Tank, over there, one of theirs.
And he's pointing out those men, spotting them for his teammates. And has also spotted that tank. If you got support, they'll probably be aiming for that.
That's the tank.
Oh, he found it. Oh, he is on a mission. Come on, Ganja, you got one. Give me another one. Oh, you are much more disciplined than me, Ganja. Much more disciplined than me. Oh, nice. BSR5 gaining control. Trying to get on that horse, but he did not make it. We are on Calaxis now. You're on the later stages of this match, ladies and gentlemen. Calaxis is doing some
First aid.
medicing. He got a man up, but taken. Oh, and they've both been taken out.
We are being pushed back.
They were pushed back. They are back to their other ones. We are in Ganja in his usual spot, but we're going to go to a bird's eye view again. Where is BSR5 going to place their men? We have less than 5 minutes left in the match. It looks like OGF again is going to A. There is an artillery barrage back there on the left flank. and the cover's been blown, but it looks like OGF is getting a plant on A. BSR5 needs to get over there and get that point. Jimmy Slayer coming in. No. He's been taken out. Well, it looks like we have men coming in. Grenades, gentlemen, grenades. Takun Kitteh is just saying grenades, grenades, grenades. Rotten Tongue's trying to get the defuse. Jimmy helping, they get the defuse.
Defused objective apples.
And OGF again setting up on that left flank. It looks like they really have their hearts set on A.
Enemy coordinates have been sent.
And artillery are coming in. Where are they going to throw that artillery at? Nothing looked like that happened there. And looks like their OGF is going to get another plant going. 15 tickets to bleed. And there's a plant.
The enemy has
3 minutes left in the match, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes left in the match. This has been a very, very good match so far. It is going close down to the wire in the last. OGF has been pushing BSR5 back constantly here. This is the second time down here in their last zone. They need to get in there and get that defuse. King Duggar trying to get in there. No one's noticed him. He's down. Nizam. And they get the destruction, and we're down to just the B point. You heard Ace Chicken Wings. BSR5 needs to get back and set up defensive positions. OGF hasn't started up a push yet. Oh, they have pushed them back. They bled the tickets. They bled the tickets. 2 minutes left in the match. 2 minutes. There's BSR5 with the attack. They're just going all out assault. Looks like this will probably be a win for OGF. They have taken the more flags and have even taken and have a bomb explosion on one of the telegraphs. A is up. And is in OGF's position right now. They are taking good control of that, but we have less than a minute left. Less than a minute left. They will not clear BSR5 off of this map, I do not think. Yes, with only 40 seconds left. They can take on another flag, which will look good on the stat sheet. I think BSR5 is pretty much doing just that. That's the way they are playing. A has been taken over. BSR5 is probably just going to fall back to B to stay within the game and make sure they keep their techniques and practices up. But there is only 10 seconds. OG5 is nowhere near to be able to plant a bomb and to get that explosion. There, one guy came in, but it is all over. That win will go to OGF. Look at that, 7 flags captured. They were on fire. They did place 5 bombs, got one destruction. Took it to the limit. Let's see who our big killers of the game are. Rotting Tongue's squad was the squad of the game. Who are our big killers for the match? Looks like it is going to be Ace Chicken Wings. And on OGF, we got, holy cow, 93 and 41. Neck for wreck. Those are some big numbers. Those are your big killers of the game. Very good match there at the end for OGF. We have to doff our hats to you, OGF. Thank you for a very good match, especially that last map. I believe that is probably the last match of the game. I am just waiting for confirmation. And I am going to invite who is supposed to be my, oh, sure. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dragon King Soup. Dragon King, can you tell me how was that match from your point of view?
Which one, Suez or for the entire thing?
The entire thing. Go by map by map.
Well, in Amiens, our job was to run the tank. Didn't work so well. We put ourselves in a bad position the first time, so our tank went down with Ganja. So I just sat on the burn point, tried to defend it. We got pushed back. We defended the next burn point. I just sat there and laid suppressive fire. The trick was it really took us a second to get used to friendly fire being on. At the beginning, on C, a lot of our guys were shooting everybody by accident. The second time around, the tank got into a better position. Duggars was on the tank defending it. I stayed in like on one spot and just kept clearing a room and just trying to work my way towards B. We got to B. I set up a machine gun on a good spot once we got in there and just mowed down a couple people. And then A was really where the big fight was because it was so close quarters. I just kept laying my bipod down. Calaxis kept healing. A lot of the other squads were in that area too. So Duggars stayed on the tank. I just tried to like stay as close as I could to it. In such close quarters, it was more important to just keep suppressive fire on people. And eventually we just pushed the point. We just made them choose which one they wanted to defend more, and then we got them. On St. Quentin, there's no tank on that one, so we just tried to hold the back of the church. I stopped part of a flank that almost took us out in the beginning. Then Calaxis finished the job, and then this is the map where I went 12 and 2, and we just kept pushing. I didn't kill a lot of people, but I did injure a bunch of people. So if we were going by like squad assists, I was just making sure that everyone had some damage before they got to other people. And that's just basically what I focused on. And then Suez, they had the 3 horses in the tank, and those guys actually in an open field were really good at using their tank.
They were very good.
Very effective. A lot of healers, a lot of spawn pointing for people to get on points. The horses were constantly chucking grenades every time we tried to set up a tank. In the beginning, we had an advantage because we had the entire team focusing on our tank, and our infantry was able to push. But at the end, we just couldn't get it done. We couldn't keep the tank up, and even if we had everybody on it, the infantry, we lost Boji, so we were down to the same numbers they were. Boji's a death killer. He was all over the map in the first 2, along with Chicken and Dark Halo. So I had the most kills in the second map, but that's only because I think I just had some better positions than some people. But in the first map, I was positive every game. I think that's key. The team was good. Once they got in their groove and they got their tanks and their things moving, and they clearly know how to play with friendly fire. They really showed that in the first phase of the map. They were watching their shots and being very careful. Luckily, I play a lot of team deathmatch with it on, so I wasn't as shocked as everybody else. But It is shocking if you don't play it, so you have to be very
That's
careful.
that's friendly fire, you mean?
Yeah, if you have friendly fire on, you have to be very careful with your shots. And you really showed when you got to close quarters because Suez, those guys definitely knew how to use friendly fire. And we had a lot of times where we were running over our own guys with a tank, shooting our own guys in close quarters. I mean, we're not used to it, but we got used to it. And in the end of the day, we did win. We won the first two maps.
Yes,
We
you
played
did.
the third map because we wanted to make sure that everyone got their games in. So they clearly showed they're better than us at Suez. So you got to give them
They were
props. They knew
very, very good. I mean,
very
for
well
all three
organized
matches,
on that. Yeah.
the first two matches, you basically were, even though you were getting used to friendly fire, you were pretty much bullying them the whole first two matches. But that last map, OGF, they had you on your heels.
Yeah, they're very good. Very good at that map for sure. I'm surprised they didn't pick it as one of their maps. I really was. Unless that's just a normal standard loadout of maps they pick. But Amiens, we played a lot, so we knew where to go, where to be. We were. What we did was a lot of the times squads were caught out of position, so we ended up just making sure we were filling a role where we needed to be. Same thing in Saint Quentin. We weren't supposed to be a flank squad. We ended up being a flank squad. Then we ended up being a defense squad. And on the last bomb point, we just played defense, and we didn't even try to plant. I planted one of them. I planted A. Um, the last point that needed to be blown up, I planted that. But other than that, we were just, suppressive fire, just shooting down range. But Suez, like I said, they really just showed us, we need to practice Suez some more because we may have won it yesterday versus Law, but we certainly did not win it today. Um, so yeah, it's
Yeah.
something we need to work on. Yeah, the tank spawning, and you learn a little more every time you play, even if you win. So I think it's an important thing to always learn something and give props to the people who do something far better than you. And those guys, those guys are very
Oh,
good
I
at their tank and
definitely.
horse tactics. Their vehicle, even in the first map Van Amiens, they had their tank. Their tank support and tank defense was really strong. It's just in Amiens, it's so close quarters. They, they
Hmm.
they had really no good place to put it. So I mean,
They were
that's just a
very good
tough
on
map
their
to run
tank on that
vehicles.
first map, and then on that last map where they took the game from you on that last one, I have told them I have to doff my hat. They were very good on that last map. They had you, like I said, on your heels the whole match. I think you only got one push, and the rest of the time it was just you trying to make sure they didn't get to the end. But
Well, we got them back to their last point. We got them to E. We almost took it. We almost pushed the bombs, but they got us. I mean, you can tell where the fighting was focused. Where we were on a point, we Duggars were on the point, making sure that tank was healed the entire time. We were just following it, and Calaxis was just picking people off who were trying to get to the tank. So would I every once in a while, and they just kept focusing on our tank. We were wondering why they kept focusing on it. I was like, whatever, just keep pushing, keep these guys over here. Let them push the thing. Once we lost the tank moved, got back to the point, and it was over. There was just no stopping that tank from being a constant spawn point with two guys repairing it constantly. I mean, actually, I think they may have had three guys repairing it, but it was playing up front, so it was very risky, but it worked really well. We used the French tank. Its main gun is a little bit more restrictive than the one they were using, which is the KV7, I believe, the German one. But yeah, it worked really well. Those horses were, man, their horse riders were just fantastic. Like, I've never seen a horse rider. I remember unloaded like at least 50 bullets into a horse. It came back, it had full health. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I just put 50 machine gun bullets into that horse. First off, that doesn't work in real life, but that's just the game. But I'm like, man, he found a time to get behind, heal himself, because horse riders can do that. They can heal the horse themselves. And it's like, you got to be like on point with these guys. But on that map, Chicken and Dark Halo really played really well on Suez.
yes,
They got a lot of kills. They were doing their damnedest to keep people alive. Tongues was really on point, trying to play defensive as best as he could. Our tank squad, I mean, we started off really good, but I feel if we were the weakest point in Suez on that last map. We
well,
just couldn't keep a tank up to save our lives. So
we
yeah,
had
that's
some
something we got to
great
work on.
we had some great action, great POVs. I went with everyone. Oh, I had an orgasmic moment when you guys, I forget who it was, but they took out that tank, and I was like, Hold on, ladies and
I
gentlemen. I
took
need to
out
clean
2
myself.
tanks. I took out 2 tanks at one point. It was the last hit on each one. We were just desperate. We just all went assault to just try to take out the tank so we could just deal with it later. So that's why our KDs weren't so good, because we were killing a tank, purposely running into bullets, respawning, so we could just get back to the fight somewhere else.
Well,
But yeah, we
Vi-
weren't as good tank-wise. I mean, Ganja was driving it. I mean,
Ganja's
BMWs,
really good at at
he
running,
is,
driving
but
those tanks.
we weren't near him. Like, I would get sidetracked away. I'd see 3 guys just standing still, and I'd be like, I can kill these 3 people. But now I'm away from the tank, and now the tank's getting hit, and it's like, okay, you know, trying to help the team out a point. I'm thinking I can get these 3 guys and go back to the tank. That's something I got to work on. I don't normally play offensively minded squads, so this is a little new for me, but we made it work. The first 2 maps, playing them a lot helps. So anytime someone says, how do I get better? Play the maps. Play the maps. Play the maps.
All
Best way
right.
to ever get better is just know the ins and outs.
All right. Well, I think we should close this broadcast, and we need again to thank OGF for a very good match, especially that last battle. They showed that they were really good at that. So, talking to Fail Kitty says that I didn't give enough time to our sponsors, so I will run them down. And I believe you have a new sponsor too, Dragon. We'll go down in order. Lone Shark IPA for that great taste that won't break your legs. Lone Shark IPA. Also brought to you by Blood of Christ Wineries, featuring our Blood of Christ table red wine. It's barbecue season, so don't forget Craven Moorhead's Big Bung Biscuits. Come grab you some. You need some hot biscuits. Dr. Jaworski's Javersize and Bingo Nightshake with that doctor gave you. And Dr. Chaos's Doomsday Device Warehouse and Silo. Remember, we spell savings with a K. And who is our new sponsor again, Dragon?
Dr. William Birkin's Beauty Formula G. It'll change you. Yeah. Resident Evil 2 remake coming in October.
So,
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. That was 3 matches from Friday with BSR5. They, for the weekend, came out 1-1-1. And
no, we went out 2-0-1 because we won the
No,
match
no,
on
no, no.
Friday. And
I thought you lost the one and drew the one.
nope, we won on Friday.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm clearly out of it. I've been commentating by myself, and I think I have not been keeping my math correct. So I will correct that. Dragon is
2
indeed
wins and 1 draw this weekend. No losses.
no losses. That is a good weekend. That would definitely move you up in the standings if you were playing baseball. So again, thank you for joining me and at the end Dragon here in the commentary booth along with Takun the Fail Kitty. And I believe the next broadcast I will be doing will be next Sunday.
Yeah, next Sunday's the 1 match we have against Foam. So, yep.
Foam again. I remember Foam. That was a good
I should
match.
be in the booth for this one. They should have enough people, I'm hoping.
All right.
But, we'll see.
All right, so until then, we will see you next time. And remember, in space, no one can hear you apologize. Done. I was a bit off in the beginning, got a little bit